In my one video, I talked about different camp stoves. In this video, we're going to talk about windscreens. Now, windscreens are just that. They are to protect your stove from the wind. And you'd ask yourself, well, why would I need to do that? What ends up happening is the wind comes along on a windy day, and a lot of people fuss with their packs a certain way and put the stove on the other side. They're trying to prevent the flame from bending over. So if the wind's coming this way and your flame starts to bend over, it's going to take a lot longer to heat up that cup of coffee. If you protect your stove from wind, then that flame ain't going to bend over, and now you're going to be able to heat up your cup or whatever you're trying to cook. And that's very important. Now, Primus has these windscreens that are about 20 bucks. I've had to cut the side so the hose goes through. See if I can show you that. And it doesn't have to be perfect when you set this down. It really doesn't. The wind only comes from one direction, so you're just kind of moving it around with your hand, and it's just a thick piece of tin foil. Over time, it'll break, and you'll have to buy another one. Now, this one here, for snowpeak titanium, I ordered this windscreen from flatcatgear.com. And I'll have links in the bottom. None of them are affiliate links whatsoever, except for Amazon. Now, these are made by hand by the man that runs that website. Let me see if I can show you it. Okay, you can see it there, how it's hooked up. And it kind of just sits on the ends of where you would set a pot. Now this pot here is by Tokes. It's $450, and it sits right in there perfect, as you can see. Another thing about a windscreen, when you've actually got it sitting there, is it uses less fuel. And butane is not cheap. So if you can use less fuel, then you want to do that. This pops off, goes right inside that cup, and you've always got it. Now, you're not always going to use a windscreen. I mean, if it's a beautiful day, you're not going to need one. But if you got a slight breeze, 2 to 4 miles an hour, you're going to need a windscreen, and that's all there is to it. Now, Flat Cat Gear says his windscreen here will handle. It says designed for smaller mugs, 3.8 inches in diameter and less. Okay. Now he says it will handle 400 milliliter to 650 milliliters. So this will not handle a 750 milliliter cup like a lot of people like to carry. You'll have to look on his website and see if he's got something different. But I knew mine was 450. Now the idea of that, I'm not going to cook some big meal when it's super windy. You know, this was just so I could have a quick coffee when I want one. And that was the whole idea, or a tea. In this way, I can cook it anywhere. So, now this just pops on the little prongs. Oh, and these things here on the bottom, what do you call it, the propane stand, are better made than these other ones that people buy. You can buy these plastic ones all day long on Amazon for like $9. I've had this one for years. Okay, these fold up really nice the way they're designed, and it goes right inside the cup. So that's kind of a nice perk, but it doesn't go as wide as this one. Okay, you can see the difference. So I prefer the stainless steel ones than the plastic ones. It's just me. And you want to have something you set your tank on, because your tank is pretty narrow and it will fall over. Where if you get a good tank stand, you're going to have less accidents and less problems, is what you're going to have. So this whole setup for this unit here, I mean, you're looking at the pot stand, which is stainless steel, that's like 20 bucks. You're looking at the wind protection. I can't remember now what I paid. I think it was 35, 25. It was in between there. So let's say 25. So that's 50 bucks for those two. And then you figure you need your titanium 450 milliliter cup. I don't know what they cost. Say 50 bucks. I've had it for years. So that's 100 bucks there. And then we've got the titanium snowpeak stove, which connects to the tank, which was another 50 bucks. So you're into about $150 for that whole setup, is what you're into. But it's something you'll have forever. So pull that down, unclip these, okay, and then just kind of tighten it up a little bit, like so, and then it goes inside here. I'll show you this really quick, what he did. It looks like he punches them, but they all got to be measured perfectly to fit on that. It's got to be a perfect puzzle to fit on that. It really does. So this rolls up, drop it in the cup, and you got your windscreen there. And like I was saying, these pot stands, okay, they go right in. So now the plastic ones go in. The stainless steel ones fold up like this, okay. They're wider, but they're not as compact, and they're a tiny bit heavier than the plastic ones. So it all depends what you want. Now these are cheap enough. These plastic ones are like $6, $7, where these ones are 20 bucks. So it adds up on the price of which one you want. And we have it, windscreens. I do have windscreen coming in for the BRS Stove. If you have that one, it's a super small one. I'll even link that one. It's on the LA Kebaba site where I bought it for 20 bucks. Again, none of these are affiliate links. The only thing that's going to be an affiliate link is this pot stand and this pot stand. Everything else is not. It's just where I got it. And if you have a different stove, you might want to check out flatcatgear.com, because he's got all kinds of windscreens there for all different types of stoves. So if you order from there, you really got to take your time and read everything and make sure you're getting what you want and not be in a hurry to click, is what you want to do. So, and it takes, I think it took a week and a half to come in, because it came from California, is where it came from. And he makes all his stuff by hand. He does even have some backpacking recipes at the very bottom in the footer. If you check out his website, you may just want that and look it over. In any case, make sure you have a windscreen for your stove, because it's going to save you fuel and it's going to make you a lot safer when you're out there hiking. I'll catch you guys on the next one.